she left you. The pain cuts deep, leaving you wondering if you'll ever recover. But what if this heartbreak is the catalyst for your greatest transformation? This isn't about winning her back through manipulation or games. It's about becoming a man so extraordinary, her regret will turn into an obsession with the person you've become. Right now, you might feel like you've lost everything. Your mind replays memories on an endless loop, and every song on the radio seems to mock your pain. But here's a truth that might be hard to swallow. You haven't lost as much as you think. What you've lost is an illusion, the illusion of security, of a predetermined future, of a love that was supposed to last forever. The real loss isn't her, it's your sense of self. In the process of loving her, you may have forgotten who you are without her. This is why you feel lost, why you feel stuck. You've tied your identity so closely to the relationship that now, without it, you feel like a ship without an anchor. But what if this loss is actually a gain in disguise? What if this pain is the catalyst you needed to become the man you were always meant to be? By the end of this video, you'll understand not only how to turn her regret into obsession, but also how to build a life so extraordinary that her leaving becomes a footnote in your epic story. Are you ready to jump on this transformative journey? Are you prepared to turn your pain into power? Then let's dive into the 5 key steps that will not only make her regret losing you, but potentially turn that regret into an obsession with the man you've become. The first step in turning her regret into obsession is to embrace the power of absence. This means creating a void in her life that only you can fill. It's not about playing games or trying to make her jealous. It's about giving both of you the space to feel the impact of the separation. When you're constantly present, constantly reaching out, you become like background noise, easy to tune out and take for granted. But when you step back, your absence becomes tangible. She begins to notice the gaps where you used to be, the good morning texts, the shared jokes, the comforting presence. This absence serves 2 crucial purposes. First, it gives her the opportunity to miss you. When you're always available, always trying to maintain a connection, she doesn't get the chance to feel what life is like without you. By stepping back, you allow her to experience that void. Secondly, and perhaps more importantly, this absence gives you the space you need to focus on yourself. Use this time to reflect on who you are outside of the relationship. What are your passions? What goals have you neglected? What aspects of yourself have you lost touch with? This period of absence isn't easy. You'll feel the urge to reach out, to check on her, to try and maintain some connection. Resist this urge. Every time you maintain your distance, you're not only giving her space to miss you, but you're also building your own strength and independence. Remember, the goal here isn't to punish her or to play mind games. It's about creating the space necessary for both of you to grow. It's about becoming comfortable with your own company and rediscovering your individual identity. As you embrace this power of absence, you may find that your perspective begins to shift. The desperation to get her back might start to fade, replaced by a growing sense of self-assurance and purpose. This shift is crucial, as it sets the stage for the next step in your transformation, reclaiming your power. With the power of absence creating space in your life, it's time to focus on reclaiming your personal power. This step is about shifting your focus from external validation to internal strength. It's about remembering that your worth isn't determined by her presence in your life, but by the man you choose to be every single day. Many men make the mistake of giving away their power in relationships. They compromise their values, neglect their own needs, and lose sight of their individual identity. This not only diminishes their attractiveness, but also sets the stage for regret and resentment. To reclaim your power, start by setting clear boundaries. This means deciding what you will and won't accept in your life, not just in relationships, but in all areas. It means learning to say no to things that don't align with your values or goals. It means prioritizing your own well-being and growth. Next, focus on building your self-confidence. This isn't about developing an inflated ego, but about genuinely believing in your own worth and capabilities. Start by acknowledging your strengths. What are you good at? What unique qualities do you bring to the table? Remind yourself of these regularly. Take on new challenges that push you out of your comfort zone. Whether it's learning a new skill, taking on a difficult project at work, or pursuing a personal goal you've been putting off, each challenge you overcome builds your confidence and reinforces your personal power. Develop a strong sense of self-reliance. While it's important to have a support system, true power comes from knowing that you can handle whatever life throws at you. Build your problem-solving skills, learn to trust your own judgment, and become comfortable with making decisions independently. As you reclaim your power, you'll notice a change in how you carry yourself. Your posture will improve, your voice will become more confident, and your eyes will regain their spark. These subtle changes won't go unnoticed by those around you, including her. Remember, the goal isn't to become arrogant or unapproachable. It's about developing a quiet confidence that radiates from within. It's about becoming a man who knows his worth and doesn't need external validation to feel complete. As you continue to reclaim your power, you'll find that the pain of losing her begins to fade. In its place, you'll discover a sense of excitement for the future, a future that you're now in control of shaping. This newfound power and confidence will not only make her regret her decision, but may even turn that regret into fascination with the man you're becoming. But reclaiming your power is just one piece of the puzzle. To truly turn her regret into obsession, you need to build a life that's undeniably attractive. And that brings us to our next transformative step. With your personal power reclaimed, it's time to focus on building a life so irresistible that it not only makes her regret leaving, but potentially turns that regret into an obsession. This step is about creating a life so rich, so fulfilling, that it becomes a magnet for positivity, opportunity, and yes, attraction. Many men make the mistake of putting their lives on hold after a breakup. They stop pursuing their goals, neglect their friendships, and lose sight of their passions. This not only prolongs their pain, but also makes them less attractive to everyone around them, including their ex. Instead, use this time to build the life you've always dreamed of. Start by setting clear, ambitious goals for yourself. What have you always wanted to achieve? Maybe it's advancing in your career, starting a business, or pursuing a long-held passion. Whatever it is, now is the time to go after it with everything you've got. Invest in your personal growth. Read books that expand your mind. Take courses that develop new skills. Attend seminars or workshops that challenge your perspectives. The more you grow as a person, the more interesting and attractive you become. Focus on your physical health and appearance, not for her, but for yourself. Start a fitness routine, eat healthier, get enough sleep. When you take care of your body, you not only look better, but you feel better too. This increased energy and confidence will spill over into every area of your life. Expand your social circle. Reconnect with old friends and make new ones. Engage in activities and hobbies that put you in contact with like-minded individuals. Having a rich social life not only makes you happier, but also makes you more intriguing to others. Travel and experience new things. Even if you can't go far, explore new places in your own city. Try new restaurants, visit museums, attend local events. Each new experience adds another layer to your character and gives you interesting stories to share. As you build this irresistible life, you'll find that you're no longer focused on what you've lost. Instead, you'll be excited about all that you're gaining and creating. This shift in energy is powerful and magnetic, and here's where the magic happens. As you build this amazing life, people will start to take notice. Friends will comment on how great you're doing. Colleagues will be impressed by your newfound drive, and yes, she might start to hear about or see glimpses of the incredible life you're creating. This is when her regret may start to turn into something more. She'll see the man you've become, confident, purposeful, living a life full of excitement and opportunity. She may start to wonder what she's missing out on, what it would be like to be part of this new, irresistible life you've created. But remember, you're not doing this for her. You're doing it for yourself. The fact that it might make her regret her decision and potentially become obsessed with the new you is just a bonus. The real win is the amazing life you're creating for yourself. Building an irresistible life is a powerful way to turn her regret into obsession. But to truly cement this transformation, you need to master the art of indifference. And that's what we'll explore in our next step. As you continue building your irresistible life, the next crucial step is mastering the art of indifference. This doesn't mean becoming cold or uncaring. It's about reaching a state of emotional independence where your happiness and self-worth are no longer tied to her or anyone else's opinions or actions. Many men make the mistake of wearing their hearts on their sleeves, especially after a breakup. They make it obvious that they're hurt, that they're still holding on to hope for reconciliation. While vulnerability has its place, constantly displaying your emotional wounds can be unattractive and even repelling. Instead, cultivate an attitude of indifference towards the situation. This doesn't mean you don't care. It means you've accepted the reality of the breakup and you're moving forward with your life, with or without her. Start by practicing emotional self-control. When you hear about her or run into her, maintain a calm and composed demeanor. No matter how you feel inside, present a face of quiet confidence and contentment. This isn't about faking happiness. It's about choosing not to let your emotions control your actions. Focus on living in the present moment. Stop dwelling on the past or anxiously anticipating the future. When you're fully engaged in the here and now, you naturally exude an air of confidence and contentment that's incredibly attractive. Develop a mindset of abundance. Recognize that she is not the only woman in the world, not the only one capable of making you happy. This mindset shift helps you genuinely move forward rather than staying stuck in the hope of reconciliation. Practice detachment from outcomes. While you're building your amazing life, detach yourself from any specific outcome regarding her. Whether she comes back or not should not be your concern. Your focus should be solely on your own growth and happiness. As you master this art of indifference, something interesting happens. Your lack of emotional reactivity becomes intriguing. She may start to wonder why you're no longer affected by her. This indifference can be more powerful in sparking her interest than any desperate attempt to win her back. Remember, the goal here isn't to be cold or aloof. It's about reaching a state of emotional self-sufficiency. When you truly master indifference, you become unshakable. Nothing she does or doesn't do can disturb your inner peace. This state of indifference is often the tipping point. It's when her regret can turn into obsession. She'll see a man who is no longer defined by their relationship, who has grown beyond the need for her approval or affection. This realization can be a powerful aphrodisiac, making her question her decision to leave, and potentially becoming obsessed with understanding and reconnecting with the new you. But mastering indifference isn't the final step. To truly turn her regret into obsession, you need to become the best version of yourself. And that's what we'll explore in our final transformative step. The final and most crucial step in turning her regret into obsession is becoming the best version of yourself. This isn't about changing who you are at your core. It's about realizing your full potential and becoming the man you've always been capable of being. Many men make the mistake of trying to become what they think their ex wants. They change their appearance, their habits, their personalities in an attempt to win her back. But this approach is not only inauthentic, it's also unsustainable and ultimately unattractive. Instead, focus on becoming the best version of yourself, for you, not for her or anyone else. Start by identifying your core values. What principles do you want to live by? What kind of man do you want to be remembered as? Once you've identified these values, align your actions with them consistently. Work on developing emotional intelligence. Learn to understand and manage your own emotions better. Develop empathy and the ability to connect with others on a deeper level. These skills will not only make you more attractive, but will also improve all your relationships. Cultivate a growth mindset. Embrace challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Don't shy away from difficult situations. Instead, see them as chances to become stronger and more resilient. This attitude of continuous improvement is incredibly attractive. Develop your talents and skills. Whether it's in your career, your hobbies, or personal interests, strive for excellence. Become so good at what you do that you can't be ignored. This mastery not only boosts your confidence, but also makes you more interesting and respected. Take care of your mental and physical health. Practice mindfulness or meditation to keep your mind sharp and peaceful. Maintain a healthy diet and exercise routine to keep your body in top shape. When you feel good, you naturally become more attractive. Be of service to others. Find ways to contribute to your community or causes you care about. This not only adds meaning to your life, but also showcases your compassion and leadership qualities. As you become this best version of yourself, you'll notice a profound shift. You'll feel more confident, more at peace, more fulfilled. This transformation will be evident to everyone around you, including her. And here's where her regret can truly turn into obsession. She'll see a man who has not just moved on, but has elevated himself to new heights. She'll see someone who embodies the qualities of an ideal partner, confident, purposeful, emotionally intelligent, and constantly growing. This version of you will not just make her regret her decision, it may well make her obsessed with the idea of being part of your life again. She'll see the man you've become and wonder what it would be like to be with this new, improved version of you. But here's the beautiful irony. By the time you've become this best version of yourself, her opinion will no longer be the most important thing in your world. You'll have created a life and a version of yourself that you're proud of, regardless of her or anyone else's approval. As you implement these 5 steps, embracing the power of absence, reclaiming your personal power, building an irresistible life, mastering the art of indifference, and becoming the best version of yourself, a remarkable transformation occurs. You'll notice a profound shift, not just in how she might perceive you, but in how you perceive yourself and your life. You are no longer the man she left behind. You've become a man of value, confident in who you are and what you bring to the table. You have a life filled with purpose, passion, and continuous growth. You are someone who adds value to the world around you and lives with authenticity and integrity. And here's where the magic happens. As you embody this transformed man, you become truly irresistible, not just to her, but to everyone in your life. You become someone worth regretting losing, someone worth being obsessed about. You might find that she starts to reach out more. She might become more curious about your life, more eager to be a part of it. She might express regret for her decision and a desire to reconnect. These are all signs that her regret has indeed turned into a form of obsession with the man you've become. But here's the beautiful irony. By the time this happens, it won't be the most important thing in your world anymore. You'll have created a life that is fulfilling and exciting on its own terms. Her regret or obsession will be a footnote in the amazing story you're writing for yourself. Remember, this journey wasn't about manipulating her feelings or playing games. It was about genuine personal growth and becoming the best version of yourself. It was about turning pain into power and creating a life so rich and fulfilling that others naturally want to be a part of it. Your new chapter starts now. The best version of you is waiting to emerge, and that, more than anything else, is what will turn her regret into obsession. But more importantly, it will turn your life into something extraordinary, with or without her in it. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. Remember, the most powerful attraction isn't about what you do to make someone obsessed with you, but about who you become that makes you irresistible. Now go.